What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, I'm giving you 15 essential skills of an amazing wedding DJ. Yep, you heard that right. 15 skills. Can you believe it? Are there any even DJs out there that think that they can come up with 15? Believe it or not, there's actually way more than just 15 skills that a really good wedding DJ will have. But I'm giving you 15 of the top ones, so hang out, grab something to drink, and let's go through it all. Yo! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Like I said in the beginning, this week's video is going to be about, well, let's see. I'm not going to really say it's about. I'm just going to say it's a video that's giving you 15 essential tips that a really good wedding DJ will have. So if there's bride and grooms that are out there that might be watching this video and you're wondering what separates one DJ from another, well, these 15 skills might actually help not just clients who are looking for DJs, but it may help some new DJs that are out there that are trying to level up and become better and just kick ass when it comes to doing weddings. Now, here's the thing. A successful wedding DJ possesses a unique blend of technical experience, people skills, and an unyielding passion for music. It comes down to crafting seamless playlists, to managing unexpected challenges. There's a whole bunch of different things that could happen, and there's different skills that obviously a really good DJ needs to have. So these skills that I'm going to tell you guys about are really, it comes down to being the building blocks for just about any DJ to be able to elevate their wedding celebrations to a really, truly cool, magical experience for their clients. Now, when clients are out there trying to figure out who to choose and who to find and who to book, many of these skills that I'm going to give you guys are really going to be what ensures that their reception is nothing short of extraordinary. So these skills that I'm going to tell you guys about, they go different ways. One way, they can help out DJs, and the other way, they can actually help out clients. So, shall we begin? But first, before we get into this list, thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed. As I always say at the beginning of all my videos, I try to put these out every week. So if you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that bell notification so that you get notified when the new ones go up. Number 1 out of 15. Here we go. The very first essential skills is music selection expertise. And what I mean by that is that a successful DJ is going to have an extensive knowledge of all different types of music genres, not just new, but both old and new. A DJ who has the ability to read the crowd and play to diverse client or guest tastes is really going to ensure that everyone who's on the dance floor stays engaged throughout the entire celebration. Number 2, adaptability and flexibility. So what exactly do I mean by that? Well, you guys who are seasoned, you're vets, you've been out there for many years, been doing tons and tons of weddings, you guys know that weddings can be pretty unpredictable sometimes. There can be a lot of last minute changes, there can be some unexpected requests, just a lot of craziness that can happen at the very last second. So a really good DJ can be adaptable, can be flexible, they're able to seamlessly adjust playlists on the fly, and their performance really meets the demands of the clients if they have any last minute changes that they need to tell you about the day of the wedding or even when the wedding is going on. Tip number 3, mixing and beat matching. Now this can be a little bit of a controversial topic with some DJs, but a really good DJ, this is a pretty important essential skill. A good DJ needs to be able to mix and beat match, even at the most minor, minimal level of it. A skilled DJ really has the ability to mix tracks seamlessly. There's no dead air between music. There's no really weird clashes between beats when you're going from one song to the other, or as what many DJs call it, train wrecking, or having it sound like shoes in a dryer. But a good DJ knows how to mix and beat match, like I said, at the very minimal level. You don't have to be out there like a world-class superstar scratch DJ, but being able to seamlessly and effortlessly go from one track to the next so that it sounds okay, it's smooth, even if it's just fading from one song to another, whatever, as long as it sounds good, that's very, very important. You're going to have a lot of DJs that are out there saying, oh, I've been doing this for 100 years and I've never once ever mixed and my clients are very happy. Okay, that's fine. But I can tell you guys that if you're sitting in front of a client and you give them two mixes, one where a DJ is mixing and beat matching, even like I said, at the very minimal level, and you got another DJ who just presses play, fades from one song to the next song, maybe there's some dead air, just, nothing that great about it. I can tell you guys that probably about 99% of the time, the client is going to be like, yeah, I want the DJ that actually knows how to mix. So just have an essential skill of being able to mix and beat match and make sure that the stuff that's coming out of your speakers sounds good. Tip number 4. Now, a DJ needs to be able to read the crowd. Now, what I mean by that is you need to be able to just look up from your laptop, look up from your gear, and just see what your audience and what your crowd is doing on the dance floor. You need to be able to shift quickly at the slightest variance of energy. So if you play a song and you see your dance floor starting to drift or people are starting to leave, you need to be able to play music that's going to pull them right back into the dance floor and keep them there, and keep them sticky, as I like to say. So make sure that you're looking at the people who are dancing. Make sure that you are looking at their reactions when you start a song, when they realize what it is that's being played, and just know what's working and what's keeping people happy and what people like. Now, reading the room also involves taking requests. So if somebody comes up and they request music and the dance floor is packed and you know that the song is probably going to clear things out, we got to use judgment. Your goal, your objective as a DJ is to keep a happy, full dance floor. So, if you take requests and someone wants to hear something that is going to clear things out, unless it's a bride or a groom or part of the wedding party, then obviously play what they want to hear. But if it's just a random guest, then you really need to use judgment because, like I said, reading the room is very important and you've got to keep your dance floor full. Tip number 5, mastering your equipment. Now, I can tell you how many times many of us have seen DJs where they've bought a new piece of gear and they have absolutely no clue how to use it, or they just started using Serato, or they just started using Virtual DJ, or Rekordbox, or Tractor, or whatever, and they are completely and totally clueless on how to use it, or they just bought a new set of speakers, they don't know how to hook it up, they've got an external mic mixer, they don't know how to use it, they have a new controller, they have a new mixer, they have new turntables, they have new CDJs, whatever. So a very important essential skill for any good DJ is to be able to master their DJ equipment. Proficiency in handling any type of technology that you have is really going to ensure that you have a glitch-free performance and exceptional sound quality. That's very, very important. When it comes to sound quality, you don't want to be redlining your mixer. You don't want to have the gain turned all the way up on your speakers, or the master gain turned all the way up. Just make sure you know how to use your stuff, and make sure you know the difference between terrible sound quality and really good sound quality. Tip number 5, and this is very, very important as well. You need to be able to MC and have really good public speaking skills. Now, there are DJs out there who say, oh, music doesn't matter, it comes down to being a really good MC. And there's other DJs saying, oh, I never even get on the mic, I just play really good music. Whatever your stance is on it, whatever your thoughts are, that's your personal thought. But I can tell you that if you're not using the mic, if you're not emceeing properly, then the celebration, the wedding, is not going to be as good as it could be. Really good emceeing and speaking on the mic, not only does it keep your guests guided throughout different parts of the reception, like when parent dances are happening, cake cutting is happening, who's doing speeches, who's giving a blessing, but also being able to hype them up when they're on the dance floor. You need to be a really good hype man and create this type of overall experience for the guests and come across as a very charismatic type of personality when you're on the mic. Now, don't be a cheesy DJ. Don't be out there giving cheesy, stupid little jokes or trying to embarrass anybody. Just be professional, be polished, and ensure that everybody feels connected to the celebration by what you're saying on the mic. Number 7, time management. So what I mean by that is a lot of wedding receptions, they follow a very specific schedule, and you have to be a master of time management. You need to be punctual, and you need to have the ability to keep events on time to help any type of unnecessary delays, or to make sure that everything in the celebration is running smoothly. Just make sure that you understand time management. You're showing up early, you're getting everything set up good, you're being able to do sound checks. There might be a very specific schedule or timeline that you put together for your clients, or maybe the venue puts together a very specific timeline. There might be a certain time where they have to get their food out so it doesn't get cold, or maybe the photographer or videographer, they want to take the clients out and get sunset pictures or do something outdoors, and they need to be back in time so that everything is prepped and ready and good to go. And like I said, time management is very, very important, because there is a flow of all the events that happen throughout the night, and you want to make sure you don't disrupt any of that. Number 8, song requests. Now, I did talk about this a few points back, but song requests are very important. For one, if someone's going to come up and they request a song, and you know that it's a really good one, it's a banger, it's going to bring a lot of people to the dance floor, everyone's going to be cheering, everyone's going to be singing along, you want to make sure you play it. You want to keep not just obviously your clients and the wedding party happy, but you want to keep the guests happy as well. So one side, if it's a good request, play it. Make sure everyone loves it and they're happy. On the other side, if it's a terrible request, make sure you use judgment. Also too, if somebody comes up and they're like, oh, the bride wants to hear blah blah blah, well, and if you know that it's a terrible song, I would just confirm with them before you play it, because they might just say absolutely not. Or the bride and groom might have a do not play list, and someone might come up and they request something that's on that list, and before you decide to play it because a guest requested it, just make sure that you confirm it with the clients first, because if you play a song that they hate or they can't stand, it's on the do not play list, that's a quick way to really tick them off, and you might get yourself a bad review. Number 9, professionalism and etiquette. So, we've heard a lot of horror stories, and there's been some interesting things that DJs have done that don't maintain professionalism or any type of good etiquette. So you want to make sure that you are displaying proper etiquette, because it's crucial. It's very, very important. And a respectful DJ understands the importance of the occasion and interacts with all of the guests in a courteous manner. And not just the guests, but the venue staff, the venue coordinator, and all your other vendors, the photographer, the videographer. I'll give you guys an example of what not to do. There was recently a story of a DJ who was hitting on some bridesmaids. And it just came across as really creepy and just not professional, and the clients weren't very happy about it. They actually gave the DJ a pretty bad review. But whether you're married or whether you're single, don't hit on people. Don't put yourself out there and trying to get yourself a one-night stand with someone at the wedding. Just be as courteous and have proper etiquette, and be very, very professional. Number 10, setup and tear down. Now, this might be something that most people who are watching this are thinking, oh, I never even thought, how is this an essential skill? Well, a really good DJ knows how to set up all their equipment, and they know how to tear it down, not just in a quick manner, but in a professional way. So when they're setting up, they know that they need to hide their cables or tie them up so nothing is dangling. They know to walk around the room and do a sound check. They know to test all their lights so that it's not blinding people that are on the dance floor or who are sitting down. They know how to position their speakers so that if grandma and grandpa are sitting right in front of your speaker, they're not going to be complaining that it's too loud. So that's that. And then teardown is very important, because at the end of the night, the venue coordinator and the venue staff, they want to get the heck out of there. They don't want to be waiting on you to take your time and tearing down and doing all this stuff where they're not able to leave until you got all your stuff out of there. So teardown is really important, especially if people are waiting to leave and they're waiting on you. So make sure you get it done as quickly as possible. I know some DJs will think like, oh, this is a terrible idea, but even if you just want to throw your cables in a bag and then later on when you're home or in your office, you tie them up and you make them look professional and all that type of stuff. So sometimes if you have a minimal amount of time to get out at the end of the night, you might just want to throw stuff in a bag and deal with it later. Otherwise, if you have a small setup and it's very quick for you to both set up and tear down, then coil up your cables, make sure your lights are packed away good. Everything is going to be in working order for your next event, but make sure that you are being efficient and you're getting everything set up, tear down in the quickest way you possibly can. Number 11, knowledge of venue acoustics. Now this is pretty important because no two venues are really the same when it comes to how your sound is going to sound within that venue. This is why it's kind of important that if it's a new venue that you've never played at, you should always do a walkthrough. See the space that you're going to be set up in, see how big the ceilings are, seeing how far and what the distance is between walls, because if it's a certain venue where there's a lot of echo, that can make your sound system sound pretty bad. So make sure that you know what the acoustics are going to be like, and then make sure that you're setting your sound levels appropriately so that it's not too loud, it's not too low. There's different things that you can do also to curb any type of echo that's going on. There's different types of delay that you can do, and when it comes to mastering and delivering optimal sound quality, you'll know exactly what to do to ensure proper sound quality without any type of distortion or awkward sounding audio that's coming out of your speakers. Number 12, crisis management. So let me tell you guys, like I said earlier, weddings can be unpredictable. Anything and anything can go wrong. So you, as a really good DJ, you need to have the essential skills of knowing that things can be unpredictable, things can go crazy, things can go left, whatever, and unforeseen issues can arise. So you need to be able to have quick thinking skills. You need to be able to adapt at handling any type of emergency or technical glitch or challenges that might come up, and be able to fix those in a quick time frame so that either guests don't even realize that there was a glitch or a problem, or any type of glitch or problem that you have is minor. An example of this would be, say your laptop crashes or hard drive crashes, or you blow a speaker, which hopefully most professional DJs, they never blow their speakers, but it's happened. It can, it's a situation that has come up. But more importantly, usually it's with a laptop or hard drive. So if a glitch comes up, you're able to switch things over to a backup pretty quickly, and either the pause or the delay is minor, or you do it in a way that, like I said, guests don't even realize or didn't even know that there was a glitch or a hiccup. Number 13, dress appropriately. Now, this is pretty important. You want to show up, again, it's all about being professional, guys, and having good etiquette. Dressing appropriately, it shows respect for the couple, your clients, and it sets a positive tone for the celebration. You don't want to be showing up in just sweatpants. Now, here's the thing. If you're showing up in jeans and a company polo shirt or a company t-shirt while you're setting up, that's fine. You don't want to be showing up in your full suit and getting it all dirty or getting all sweaty and gross while you're setting up all your stuff. But when it comes to the actual ceremony or reception or cocktail hour or dinner hour or whatever time, whenever you start, you want to make sure that, as guests are getting there, that you're cleaned up, you're dressed appropriately, you're not all sweaty, you're not smelling all funky, and you look professional and you're polished and you're ready to go. Number 14, networking and collaboration. Now, this can mean a couple different things. A good DJ networks and collaborates with other DJs. And a good DJ networks and collaborates with other vendors like photographers and videographers. It's important to have a preferred vendor list. You could list that on your website, you can list it in the materials that you give to a client during a consultation, but being able to collaborate with other venues or other vendors is really important, because not only are they going to refer you to their clients, but it also means that everyone sort of works together really well at a wedding when everyone all comes together. So being able to collaborate and network with really good other vendors and even venues, whether it's the staff, the coordinator, whatever, collaborating with them means that they will put you on their list, and whenever they meet with clients, they'll hand them to them and saying, hey, here's some of the DJs that we recommend, and it brings more business to you. Now, as far as networking and collaborating with other DJs, that can be really important too, because if you form a friendship or a business relationship with other DJs, whenever they're booked, they're more susceptible and more likely to actually send you inquiries and leads that they can't do because they're already booked or they have something else going on. Me personally, I have 5 to 6 other DJs here locally that I give a ton of my inquiries to, and I don't ask anything from them. Some DJs might be like, oh, I want a finder's fee or I want a booking fee or whatever if I'm giving you this lead. I don't ask for any money. I don't care. If I can help other DJs be busy and successful and put food on their table, I'll do whatever I can to make sure that they are busy and they're good and they got money coming in and they're working. So I get a ridiculous amount of inquiries on a weekly basis. And, as a solo op, there's only so many that I can do or even want to do. So I pass a lot of these leads and inquiries over to friends and colleagues. These are people that I trust that will do a really good job, because essentially I'm putting my name and my rep out there by passing a client over to another DJ. So I only give the inquiries to people who not only have treated me really well in the past and are friends to me, but just people that I know that are going to rock it and do a really, really good job. And finally, tip number 15, create lasting memories. So the most essential skill that any good DJ can do is the ability to create lasting impressions and lasting memories for not just their clients, but all of the guests. You want people to walk out at the end of the night saying, this was the most amazing wedding I've ever been to. So no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, always keep in mind that you want to make sure that you're leaving a really good impression on every single person that's there. The clients, the guests, other vendors, the venue staff, the coordinator. Do what you can, go above and beyond, and make everybody happy. There you go, guys. 15 essential tips for a good wedding DJ, or of a wedding good DJ, I should say. But listen, guys, these are just maybe the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more skills that a DJ can develop or have. I'm sure I'm probably missing way more, but I figure that these are the 15 top skills. And like I said earlier, there's probably hundreds of different skills that a really good wedding DJ will have or should possess. But I wanted to kind of just give these examples to you all out there. If you're a brand new DJ and you're watching this video and you're wondering, what can I do to elevate my game, use a lot of these tips to help you out, to sort of raise that level for you. If you are a DJ that's been doing this for many years, a lot of these skills you probably most likely already possess. You were already doing a lot of this stuff, but hey, if you're a new DJ and you're looking for help and advice, use these tips. If you're a client and you're looking for a DJ, use these tips to help you in your search and help you in deciding who would be a good fit for your reception. Not all DJs are the same. Some DJs do the bare minimum. Some DJs do way more than they should. And then there's DJs that are sort of like right in the middle. So if you're a client, find what works best for you, what you're looking for, what you have for your vision of the big day, and make the best choice possible. And as DJs, like I said, use these skills, elevate your game, and just rock it, kill it. Get that 5-star review, get that awesome tip at the end of the night, get those referrals from the client and even guests who are attending, and just, have a wonderful, amazing time. And until next time, guys, a day without dancing is a day wasted. Take care of yourselves out there.